Our government has placed an order of over 100 million doses of COVID-19 shots from 5 manufacturers, including AstraZeneca. Joining us now live is AstraZeneca Philippines Country President Lotis Ramin. Lotis, thank you so much for joining us. 415,000 doses of Astra arrived yesterday. How many more vaccine doses will be arriving this year in the country?
Good evening, Rico, and thanks for having me. So, first of all, we're thankful to the UK government for the donation that arrived yesterday. AstraZeneca is on track to deliver millions more of doses from now until early part of next year. It's also important to note that today, together with the COVAX deliveries, the donations from the other countries, as well as the supply for the tripartite agreement or the direct agreement, the Philippines has already received more than 7 million doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine. And I'm also very proud to share, Rico, that globally, we just celebrated a milestone of achieving 1 billion doses supplied to more than 170 countries. And 2/3 of those are low to mid-income countries. And truly with this, the vaccine is making significant global impact, saving tens of thousands of lives.
So tell us, Lotis, how many AstraZeneca doses will be donated or will still be donated going forward? How many are going to be procured by the national government and the private sector?
So what I can share, Rico, is that we, from the tripartite agreement, we still are committed to supply more than 15 million doses from now until early part of next year. Of course, we do hope that we get more donations, and should there be more donations from other countries, as well as from COVAX, AstraZeneca's role is to support the delivery and the supply of those donations.
So that will be 22 million, 15 plus 7 until early next year. But Lotis, will there be a steady supply from the manufacturing facility in Thailand with the incoming doses, no delays?
I understand and I'm aware of recent media reports, Rico, related to Thailand export. And the AstraZeneca team is working very closely with the Thailand government as well as other governments in Southeast Asia to ensure that, we maintain the equitable access to our vaccine in this part of the world. And what I can assure you is that our manufacturing process is ongoing. Our partner there, Siam Bioscience, is performing at full capacity and delivering to the highest quality standards. So we're leaving no stone unturned, Rico, and wherever possible, we'll work with our partners to deliver the vaccines faster.
And Lotis, we want to hear it from you, no? I mean, we will be having a lockdown from August 6 to 20 because of this Delta variant. What is the efficacy of the AstraZeneca vaccine against the Delta?
So, Rico, I believe that's a very important question, especially, we're moving into ECQ to your point. And Delta is a key contributor to the current surge of infection in Asia Pacific and other parts of the world. It's a variant of concern because of its rapid transmission. So the good news is that based on real world evidence, what we see is that with the AstraZeneca vaccine, is able to offer high level of protection against multiple variants. And specific to the Delta variant, what we see in the real world is as much as 92% reduction of risk of severe disease and hospitalization. So therefore, it's highly relevant and will continue to be relevant in addressing this pandemic.
Do you already have local studies, Lotis, of the efficacy of the AstraZeneca vaccine on our kababayans?
So, Rico, while we do not have Philippine-specific data, we know that from global clinical trials, the vaccine is proven to be highly effective and well-tolerated, and our clinical studies are diversified. On top of that, with the 1 billion doses supplied to many countries worldwide, we see multiple real-world evidences emerging. And this real-world reinforces the clinical trials findings, as well as, represents many countries in the world, including Asia.
And what about the mixing and matching of vaccines? We just reported one earlier from Denmark, one AstraZeneca dose, which is a non-replicating viral vector, with a mRNA, which is either a Pfizer or a Moderna. I mean, how further are we right now into these kinds of studies? And is AstraZeneca also coming up with a booster?
Okay, so to address the first question, I understand that the mix and match, Rico, is being done in some parts of the world. In the Philippines, though, I believe that we still need to continue to observe the data. And our approved label in the country is for 2 doses of AstraZeneca given between 4 to 12 weeks. And as I said, this is what's approved by Philippine FDA, and it's based on a stringent review process based on global clinical trials that shows that this regimen is actually proving the vaccine to be highly effective and well tolerated. And so we will stick to that label for now. I believe that with regards to, booster dose, while I understand that, eventually this will be a topic of concern, but right now what we need to focus on is for the existing vaccination program, where we still need to inoculate a lot of people, millions and millions of Filipinos. So that's our current priority.
Thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word. Lotis Ramin, Country President of AstraZeneca.